Hello. I've got an idea for a new Netflix show. Science fiction. Here's the pitch. Let me know what you think. A group of aliens decide to infiltrate a government on Earth. They pose as leaders who will be empathic and take care of the weak and vulnerable, look after the population. However, pretty quickly it becomes apparent that these people are different. They don't seem like normal humans. In fact, there are some clues, a couple of them at least, speak in a strangely robotic manner. And also, they appear to be devoid of empathy and are without conscience. Oh, yeah, and also apparently are pathological liars. Now, the population begins to spot this, particularly when they freeze pensioners and, well, begin to damage the normal routine of the people who grow the food that the population eats. And oh yeah, they start to hammer the economy, which of course is part of the plan, so that more and more people need that government, who then needs to tax them more so that they've got more money to dish out in a kind of meagre fashion, unless you're one of their pet projects. And I know, I mean, it does sound unbelievable. And then, of course, the population is going, well, hold on a second, this is really quite serious. So the government says, well, we need a threat. These aliens decide that, yeah, to keep these people quiet, we need to make them understand that we're the only ones who can keep them safe. And so they talk about these irregulars, this mysterious group who can turn up on coastlines anywhere, and they can't be stopped. There's some strange force that they have, some strange power that even these aliens cannot stop them. It's quite weird. And so to keep us safe, the aliens tell us that, well, you'll need digital ID. We'll need to track you everywhere. Then we'll know, how safe you are or not. And to make that work, we'll probably need to put cameras everywhere, not just in crime hotspots, but cameras everywhere, even in small villages, perhaps even in pubs. And in that way, we'll know you're always safe. And that's what we're about. You see, it's about keeping you safe and looking after you. Just give us more and more power. Just allow us to control more and more aspects of your life. And then, of course, they realise that people are a little bit suspicious of them, and they then understand that they've got to do something to stop dissent. So they say, well, look, if you say something or write something that someone is offended by, then you'll be punished. You will be punished for that. Now, I'm not talking about inciting violence or whatever, which, most of us would disagree with. I'm talking about writing or saying something that someone would be offended by. How do you measure offence? What's the metric for that? So not only are these people going to be tracked, surveilled everywhere, what they say, or practically what they think, is going to be held up to some scrutiny by the state, these aliens. If they're then found, deemed to have committed an offence, well, they'll be held to account. Now, you may be thinking at this point, yeah, okay, so there's going to be a jury, so humans will be there, right, to say, no, this is ridiculous, chuck this case out. Well, the same group of alien infiltrators, it's government, they've seen that coming, and they think that one way around that is to ensure that it's essentially instruments of the state who will be judging. Now, some judges, again in the plot, this is all the plot, of course, some judges will be good. They will rebel against that. They will say, no, this is wrong. This is not right. This is not what I signed up for. But other ones, will they be so brave? Will they be so forthright? And so what we have is a population who pretty quickly get tied up. They are unable to speak up, to speak out. If they do, not only will they potentially face the legal system, which could be weighted against them because they disagree with the government, they don't fall for it will keep you safe line whatsoever. They realise what they're up against, but also they'll be called all sorts of names, like, I think in the plot, it's going to be far-right thuggery. I don't quite know what that means. I know you shouldn't be called that, because, oh my God, you called that, and that's a recipe for disaster. Now, you may be thinking, oh, come on, this is all crazy. It's been done before. Skynet, the Borg, you know, to a degree pluribus, but without the smiles. The hive mind thinking. Well, I suppose it has, and you're probably also now thinking, Netflix are going to throw this out, aren't they? Yeah, they are. It's not going to fly, because it's simply too unbelievable.